Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the live. I am your boy, Big Luke. I got this video right here I want to share with you guys. Maddie Tottenham, or Tottenham, I think it's Tottenham. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, but he's got a new channel. He's very passionate. I like what he's doing, and we got him trying to come up backstage, but if not, in the meantime, we're just going to get right into this video. So without further ado,
To go home from court to a dinner reservation with your kid's mom and have a good dinner and a congratulations, you completed your first probation ever. But instead, the judge said, "What? Back to jail, bro, for another year?"
Yeah, yeah. Like you said, I was supposed to go home, and you know, my probation was to be terminated, and my probation officer had different plans. She had me in for a surrender hearing, which in other terms is a violation of probation. Yeah, went in. I fought the violation instead of pleading out to whatever time. She wanted 3 years. I almost shit my pants, man. My knees got weak. That was usually I'm prepared going into court. I wasn't prepared, man. I ended up getting another year in the can.
Many good people on this earth that are going through so many bad things. And I don't know if I was one of them. I know that I've gone through some bad things, but I don't know if I'm a good person. I've struggled with a lot of things in my life, and now my goal is to reach as many people as I possibly can. I pray today that God gives me the words that I need to reach whoever I need to reach. And I hope that I do, because I wish I had somebody to listen to when I was going through it. But today I'm going to talk about the worst trauma.
I'm gonna drop the link to his channel in the chat, so make sure you guys subscribe to him. In the meantime, here we go.
I think I ever went through in my life. The worst point I was at. And hopefully that you guys like it, I mean? And hopefully somebody can relate to it. And hopefully it'll help somebody who's going through maybe something similar. But so in 2018, I was rounding out towards the end of my sentence. I had done around 10 years at this point, and I was about to get out in a couple of years, and um, I had been in DDU for about 7 years at this point, and that's isolation for people who don't know. I was in the hole for about 7 years at this, and before that, the sentence before this, I did about 3.5. So I did about 10 years in the hole, and definitely didn't get easier. I'll tell you that. But in 2018, I tried to take my life a few times because I got to a point where I couldn't feel any type of happiness. I couldn't feel any type of joy, and I didn't see any purpose to continue on existing. And I was in a living nightmare. I was stripped naked a lot of times and thrown in a cell with no mattress, no clothes, no freezing cold, nothing warm, no blanket, nothing. A lot of times I was beaten by the cops before. I was going through a psychotic break in a lot of ways, and I started cutting my arms open really bad until I had like literally a hole that you could fit a baseball into on my forearm. I had cut it in several different places and linked the cuts together, and was literally out of my mind. I was just reaching out for help, I guess, in the most extreme possible way, because that is the only thing that they listen to inside of prison is extremities. And I ended up going to Bridgewater State Hospital after I got smacked in the face with a move team helmet by one of fellow, not fellow, sorry, by an officer, by a correctional officer.
So there you go, right here, Maddie, my boy. Keep trying to tap in, man. Hopefully we could get you up there. But I dropped the link in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. He's gonna be a guest on the Bounce Back soon, but I wanted him to come up and promote his channel because we need more channels like that. Right now, I got my man Joey.
What's up, B?
Can you hear me?
I
All
can hear
right.
you, bro.
How's everything? Cool. How's everything?
My
Did you
first
catch
time.
that Celtics game?
I'm sorry.
Said, did you catch the Celtics game? The Celtics won.
The
The
Celtics
Bruins
won.
are winning. Yep.
How the Bruins doing?
2-0 right now.
2-0.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
hey,
holding it down.
there you
They're
go.
holding it down. So to the people, you might look a little bit familiar, but why don't you just, reintroduce yourself? Tell the people, a little bit about yourself, your name, where you're from, and all that.
Let's see. So let me fix this so I can see you better. So my name's Joe Lawler. I am originally from Charlestown, born and raised. And yeah, I was on the back. I was on B Luke's podcast. I linked up with Bobby, and he's doing big things, and it's motivation. It inspires me. People need people. I think God works through people. I'd like to believe that. I just heard the other guy talking that you had on, and just when you think it couldn't get any worse, it could always get worse. You know what I'm saying? So we're we're here just trying to do better and trying to grow and and do what we do. But we certainly have a story to tell and a message to share. So hopefully we can do that.
Absolutely. So why don't you talk about what it is you wanted to do today? You wanted to read some of your
Yeah.
writings, and before you get into actually reading it, just talk about what writing meant to you while you were locked up in federal prison and everything that it's done for you and helped you with.
So I talked about this a little on the podcast, but writing what it did for me, it did everything for me when I was away. When I didn't really understand how powerful it was, and but in hindsight I look back and I think I talked about on the podcast, and it's funny, certain things that come to your head, it's not necessarily how I normally think, but when you feel ever a presence, or it's usually something. When it's real, it's real, or when it's hard, the unexplainable stuff that we encounter or whatnot. And but in the your buddy there was just talking about being in solitary, and I don't. I always say that's inhumane. I mean, some people certainly, it's so may belong there or whatnot, but it definitely changes people, and it's and the writing was my outlet. It was my way to escape, and I like to think that when I look back, I was able to. All I was doing was I was speaking. I was speaking to myself. I was speaking. And I'm writing these thoughts down, but the thoughts weren't my original thoughts. I know that now, and I believe that like my higher power, you know what I mean, was like put that in my head. He knew what I needed to get down on paper, and when I recited it back, it was I was talking to myself. I was it helped me through it, got me through it, because like I said, and unless something's wrong with you, you know what I mean? Everyone got their struggles, but
Yep.
I joke around, I say, I can just like like anyone else, I could end up in a nut house or mental institution, but when I get there, I see very quickly that there's people that are seriously mentally ill, which is, I'm
Yeah,
just going through the struggle or whatever. But it doesn't. I certainly don't have to volunteer to be part of that struggle anymore. You know what I mean? Try to be
absolutely.
part of the solution, like like we're doing here.
It's a great outlet, writing things down in any form, whether that's someone writing a book or movie or anything really. I think it's super powerful to get what's in your heart and what's in your head onto paper, or even nowadays maybe not physical pen to paper, but in the notepad, in the cell phone, and the device and everything like that. So
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, no, there is something powerful in it. I always say we need an outlet, and
absolutely,
certainly one for the emotions. You know what I mean? No one likes to talk about them, but thank God. I tell you what, I when you can get to a point, and believe me, it is life is very hard, right? But be grateful for like the pain or the struggle that you've been through, that you can and then when you learn the truth or whatever, and it's just it's nice to know like that outlet there, and like talking about the things that we talk about or whatever, right? I think we're changing the game, like I know by
absolutely,
myself, I'm not that powerful, but like with other people, like that's how this shit works, I believe. And now there's people need to be heard, people need to know they have a voice, and that they're not alone even in their darkest hours.
absolutely, absolutely. And is that something that you've continued to write since you've been out, Joe, or
You know what, Bobby?
you need to do a little more of it?
100%, absolutely, yes. Yeah, I got to do more, man.
You gotta
That's what.
remember, hey, you gotta remember what worked for you in there. You know what I
uh,
mean? Because I would always say that's probably like the toughest point in your life, and if you get what gets you through in there should be able to get you through out here. You know what I mean?
no, definitely, yeah. If we can make it in there, we can make it anywhere, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, well, I mean, why don't you get right into it? You got
Yeah,
something
thanks,
prepared
man.
for us?
Yeah, I
Because
guess that's
I think it's important to not only get these stories, Joe, but at least showcase the talent too, and show people what we're doing
you know.
with
I-
ourselves and our talent and our time.
No, man, that's. I watched you the other night, right? And like, man, when you can put it this way, right? We all have our insecurities, fear, doubt, insecurity, but like, when you can genuinely like be happy for another person, or like, I'll be be a fan and like root them on, like, you should never question, you know what I mean? Your where your heart's at and stuff like that, and I
Absolutely.
think we tend to beat ourselves up more than anyone else ever could. But hey, I wanted to like I said, I said it on the podcast. I believe that I choose to believe. I believe that God gives every single person every.
Hold on. I lost your sound for a second. Joey, can you hear me?
Do it in my sleep, and
Okay. I lost your sound for a little bit. You might need to back out and come back in. Hold on. Might need to give it a second. Refresh the page. Yeah, did you mute yourself? Hold on, we're having technical difficulties here.
all right, I got you. I
I
got you. I'm here.
I hear you. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So
All
I
right, so
lost you
I'm
the
gonna
last little bit there, but go ahead.
so I'm gonna hit you with something, right? And I hope that people can can relate. I hope that I can touch someone, but it's something that I'm proud of. I can say that today, and not be not think it sounds corny or anything like that, and it's something that, it means something to me, and I hopefully it can mean something to someone else. But I wrote this little poetry or whatever, maybe it could be put into, with some instrumentals, but it's called Knowledge is Power. And I hope you guys like it. And so I'll give you what I got. It says, God help me through this time. I'm about to cross the line. So as I flow with the hottest rhymes, just trying to occupy my mind, trying to open my eyes up to the bigger picture, just sit back and pay attention to the scripture. No blasphemy, though. I'm on a different level of knowledge is power while I battle the devil. It's a challenge to stay sane in an 8 by 12 cell, but I'm ready to go rounds, just ring that bell. So as I kick back and relax, inhale my favorite squares, dry all the tears, overcome all the fears. As I search for answers, all I find is more questions, asking the true one for some insight or suggestions. For his wisdom is unparalleled of the advice that we seek when we're down but not out, even though we feel weak. That's when the demons wage war on a fragile heart. while you hope for the finish, even before the test starts. So they say what doesn't kill us only makes us stronger. Can't shatter my dreams, got to hold on a little longer. So as I continue this flow, seems like you've heard this before, but this is my time to shine. So sit back, I got more. Bear with me as I bring you back to the day this began, when I created my own labels and designed my own brands, making my own rules and setting my own goals, staying true to us and comforting lost souls. Building character along the way as I stand rock solid, maintaining my status while I gain a fat wallet. But that was before, and this is now, while I try to keep promises and continue to vow for a better lifestyle filled with hope and joy as I make my dreams come true and try hard to avoid any negative temptations that will stray the way in which I operate each day as I continue to pray to the one and only judge who hovers above. For I know deep in my heart his grace shows infinite love. You get that, B?
Absolutely. Loud and clear.
All right.
Loud
Hey,
and clear.
my phone's on one.
Loud and clear. No, I appreciate you coming through, man, and it's always a pleasure. And we're gonna
it's an
get up
honor.
soon, and just for the people that don't know, my man Joey was in the studio, and he laid a bunch of that. So we're gonna do some editing, and we're gonna put it out there amongst a couple other people in their poems too. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. And thanks again, Joe, man. I appreciate you.
My friend, one love. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, one love, brother. Have a good night.
You as well.
All right. Yeah, so big shout out to the dude. Okay, and KCBD, I see you. I see you. I mean, what can I say? We were spoiled for a couple decades, but we got a couple we got a couple quarterbacks now, right? We took Drake May and we took Milton from Texas, and that boy got a gun on him, man. Bazooka Joe, they calling him. So I'm interested to see what happened. But right now, really, KC, I'm focusing on my Boston Celtics in the big win that they had today. Honestly, it should be 3-0 right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Without a Jimmy Butler and a Terry Rozier, um, I think I think even five it should have been a sweep. And if they push it to 6, I'll be very, very disappointed and disgusted because, like I said, I think this should have been a first round sweep. But it is what it is. You can't go back in time, but we'll make it up on the next one. Oh yeah, yeah. When you're the champs, I mean, everyone's gunning for you. That's the thing. That's like I used to compare it to the Yankees. The same with the Yankees. If you're not the Yankees, everybody hates you. When you're the champs like you guys are, man. I mean, I think Mahomes. Honestly, it can't happen to a better dude. The dude's a class act. His brother's kind of a buffoon from what I see, but Pat always carries himself like a gentleman, and his talent is just phenomenal. He's an obvious Hall of Famer. Kelsey, I mean, Kelsey's unbelievable. We had Gronk in there. You got Kelsey, so that's a dope dynamic there. That tight end that you could go to. We got the Bruins are up 2-0 right now too. Yep, I got it on too, Maddie. Man, we're gonna get you up here, bro. I'm actually, you know what? Let's see. Let's get back into part 2 of that video from my man Maddie because I see he's still trying to get up, man. Hopefully one of these times you could get through. But in the meantime, let's get to it.
People out, and I was telling her about 2 incidents that happened earlier that week, and really earlier that day and the day before, where this kid Joey Sylvester got his face smashed into the floor like 10 times and stomped on and kicked right in front of two mental health clinicians who stood there and didn't do anything to help him.
Yes, sir. In the granted,
and never said anything about it.
I'm
never
put
stood
the
up
link
for the kid. Nothing.
if you want to come up.
This
put the
kid
link
got
in the
his
chat for
hand
anybody open
slammed in
panel.
a trap, and then
I thought
brought up to a room.
Lakers look like
one of
he
his
was gonna get
handcuffs
swept.
taken off. The other one left on to make it look like he had slipped the cuffs. And they proceeded to beat the shit out of him and then said he slipped the cuffs, and they had done so many bad things to so many good people, and I was sick of it, and that was only 2 incidents out of hundreds and hundreds, and I was just tired of it. And so I told Kate Piper, and Kate was going to report these two things and try to talk to these people, and I knew they were listening because the CO sitting outside the visiting room when I was with Kate was listening to the whole conversation, and I heard him talking to Sergeant Ladico, and I pretty much knew something was going to happen. I told Kate as much, and when I got back to my cell, there was nothing in there. They had taken every single thing out of my cell and left me in there with nothing, and left a razor blade on my table. That was the only thing that they left in there, an open razor blade right on my table. And then Sergeant Ladico came by my cell and kept nodding his head towards the razor like, you know what to do, you know what time it is, you know what to do. So I wasn't going to do it. I waited until about the end of shift, and I kept on asking every single CO that came by for help to get mental health. I needed to talk to him, the lieutenant, all of them. And they just said, you know what to do. You know what time it is. It is what it is. Do what you got to do. End quote. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, it's just for any health situation in there. It could be physical health, but mental health especially. Those, I mean, they don't care. You might have one or two people that care, but like they're trained not to care about that. They just want to make sure, at the very least, you don't hurt somebody else or hurt yourself. But like they're not there to be therapists or anything like that. Like, yeah, no, it's a punishment system.
So I did it. I had been working out like extreme, something that you don't really, that's not in an unhealthy way. Thousands of Navy SEALs and burpees and 15-minute planks and just whatever else you can possibly do to make yourself into a human machine. Because I was looking at the situation like, eventually I'm going to need to use this because these cops are savages and they're hurting people. And not only that, but the inmates, you can cut the cage and run in the.
I mean, it's just a horrible environment and situation to be in and all that. And make sure you guys subscribe to Maddie Tottenham's channel. The link is up there. It's in the chat. But I will drop it one more time for y'all to go check it out. So, but in the meantime, let's check out some Celtics highlights because the Celtics won up 2-1. We won in pretty controlling fashion, pretty dominant. Defensive, I like the defense. We didn't give up a lot of points, but like the way I look at it, like this is a team without their best player, and we have championship aspirations. So this is status quo. This is something where I feel like it should be a sweep anyway. But obviously that ship has sailed. But a gentleman's sweep. It looks like I'll be sick if we go to a game 6. But with this team, you never know. There's a lot of inconsistencies. We give up those big leads, and next thing you know, they chip away, and a 25-point lead is now a 2-3 possession game. We've seen it all year.
And away we go in game 3. Miami controlling the opening tip. Tyler Hero. Tatum passes up a 3. Now he drives it, kicks it. Brown passed it up. Porzingis will oblige. And Porzingis knocks in a 3-pointer and a good.
Yeah, as many buckets as he had the other night.
He was just 1 of 9. And Adebayo score that and 1. Bam, Adebayo.
Well, he was not only great as a playmaker, and he was fantastic. It's the best all-around game.
Bam's a piece. I like Bam as a piece. on the championship team. Not this team that's currently construction for Miami. His mid-range game, how he could just post up and hit that fadeaway. I seen Tatum do that a couple times. I mean, Kobe, right?
That I've ever seen Hero play, taking away threes and making Miami play the one-on-one game.
Jaylen Brown gets in the paint. He goes right at Tyler Hero. Miami can continue on here. He could be a factor later. But it's not just Butler. You get a follow jam by Jalen.
Dan Adebayo getting them extra looks.
A third chance here. Highsmith gives it up. Jovic not afraid. Jovic hits a three in the corner. Jovic and Adebayo with a 2 makes thus far. Adebayo had an and 1. And here is Brown and Brown. Hero again with Adebayo.
Ryan Miller invests the way he.
Ain't that some BS, man, with these ads? We got you, though.
So Tatum backing down. Duncan Robinson.
This is it right here.
Highsmith there to help. Little turner. Jumper is good. Jason Tatum. Miami has had 2.
Tatum should be able to do that whenever he wants. Whenever he wants. Anytime they're struggling, they're not hitting threes. For some reason, they can't get in the paint, and you just need 2. There's no reason he can't do that whenever he wants. He needs to make that a big part of his game, and he needs to step it up. Come on, man. We looking for a Finals MVP out of you, bro.
Excellent 4
Yeah, money.
quarters in this series as Highsmith taking on Horford. Strong bucket from Hayes.
Turn that
Boston
prison.
defense is a necessity for that.
Horford pushes one
Horford's
in.
hungry. That veteran leadership from Horford. We're going to need that. It's a piece. He's a perfect piece. This team has, as constructed, the players. The Celtics playing their best basketball can beat probably anybody else playing their best basketball, in my opinion. The Celtics at their best, and if they do what they can and impose their will and don't mess up themselves, there's no reason why this shouldn't be the favorite to win it all, and there's a reason why they are the favorite.
Jaylen Brown's exactly right, and Boston shoots and makes so many threes as we see Tatum line one up right on cue.
Against Boston 2 years ago. Now they got a donut on the board in quarter number 2 as Jason Tatum rips a 3 for the Celtics.
Well, in the last 2 playoff series coming into today, Tatum was 14%.
I'm gonna link that new video, Maddie,
Right
in this
23%.
Everything's going well for the Celtics. This feels a lot like game 1 right here. As Adebayo, little turnaround is good. He was deadly in that area.
Out of 7 in the last 2 playoff series.
3-pointer is good. Caleb Martin. Back comes Hauser for an answer. Doesn't get the bounce. That's Pritchard in fighting for the rebound. And the shortest man on the floor comes away with a board. Kind of played his way off of playoff rotations a year ago. It's a different story this year. Pritchard having a career season. And Jason 23. Celtics leading by 16
That's
here.
the link to that video.
7-12 left, and Hauser on a great feed from Tatum. 14 minutes, he has just 1 made basket. He's 1 of 6, 0 for 3 from 3-point range. Finally has his first 3-pointer. Pritchard guarded by Martin. Pritchard trying to get by him. Hounded, stops. Pritchard denied. He was surrounded by Jokic. Brown goes to work, kicks it. White fires a 3. Oh, he missed it badly. Porzingis is right there to clean it up, though.
Because the referees let the game get more physical in the playoffs.
On your way in, just do your boy a favor. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, especially if you're a Celtics fan. And we got a 2-0 lead for the Bruins, too. So hit that like button on the way in, on the way out. Drop a comment. And thanks for stopping by. Let's get into this. Celtics highlights. Celtics beat the Heat.
Porzingis with 12 first-half points. Here's Jovic. He drives. Oh, what a finish! Nikola Jovic with time on the shot clock. And they are knocking down a bunch of threes.
Absolutely. And they wanted to run more, and here they go. Everything Joe Mazzulla wanted. Everything. But by then, this thing could be out of reach.
Missed on the 3-point try, but a follow by Derek White. Brown signed that massive contract. responding with a great year. There's 0 for 3. That's his second lead.
Looking to slip out. He sets a solid screen. He can get Hero some room.
White answers with a 3. And they meet again. Great pass from Porzingis, and White able to lay it in.
That is give and go basketball right there. White get his man up on the shot fake, gets it to Porzingis and gets out. Another heat turnover.
And White there to clean it up on the Tatum miss. So Brad Stevens.
White's that dude. He gets so many
hot seat in the coaching circle as Jaime Jaquez's little turnaround is good. Familiar and dominant starting 5 throughout the course of the regular season.
Right there, like
he got loose early with
what?
3
7
threes,
what?
and now he hits another one.
7-4, hitting
Great
it
chance to
like
be
that,
on
and
the all-rookie team.
come on.
As Brown goes right back to
JB,
work. He
of
scores on Hero.
Gotta show him why they beat you so much. Come on, bro.
Jaquez drives
I know
on
that's
White,
my
big body, and he scores. So Jaquez
need that dog to come out.
Closed out.
I would actually like to actually see Jaylen Brown get that Finals MVP. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I love Tatum, no telling.
That's great defense by Adebayo.
Jovic will fire a 3, and he hits it. Jovic starting to.
Our internet bill went up.
Here we go.
Verizon Home Internet, no surprise price hikes or.
Points. The Heat's best offense and their best way back into the game is like this.
Oh, here we go. What happened?
Threes.
Had a 26-point lead over Dallas in their game 1, and my how those two series have turned around as Adebayo runs the floor, dunks it down, and Joe Mazzulla wants to push it. Derek White cut off by Jaquez, and there's
Let's
Brown.
go.
From stealing the tip.
Jaquez quick jumped him, and
yeah, he stole that tip.
Tyler Hero drives it, and the little runner is good in the lane.
Hey, man.
Boston up 19 here as Derek White
don't like that,
this possession, taking on Martin.
Let's go.
And he goes all the way in to lay it in. 14 in game 2.
White, man. White hit a big three on.
Rises up over
Man,
Jovic,
that's
stopped
the
on a
thing
dime,
about
and
the
there
squad.
No one out here who can't score.
That's the thing about this squad is mostly everybody on the squad can not only catch and shoot, but create their own shot off the dribble too. Maybe not so much Horford, the older he is, and Hauser, but Hauser is deadly with that catch and shoot. He remind me of Ray Allen with the same number and everything, man. Hauser, we need a big we need a game from Hauser like we had from Grant Williams a couple years back, where he takes over and he's like player of the game type of thing. I see him having one of those games for sure, man. This squad, man, we're stacked up, man. Al Horford, the vet, you know, he wants that ring. You know, Holiday has one. He been there. He knows what it takes. He just re-signed. He wants to be here. He knows what this team has. And, you know, anybody who's been watching knows it too. Brad's a genius, what he did with this. Mazzulla, sometimes he makes questionable decisions, a little late on the timeouts. Sometimes I don't know if he's calling plays late game. Sometimes a lot of ISO that I don't like late game, but that was necessary today.
Porzingis with a block.
Defensively, and now with Thomas Bryant, they're not going to be able to switch either. So,
and they go right at him, and Horford on the receiving end. They go top 5 back-to-back years. It never been done in NBA history until this year with the Celtics. Al Horford from 3 buries it. Shot clock down to 6.
On the special, you know that's
gives it up.
On the
It's gonna
special
pull it up here. Tatum's
badge
on
on Hall of
goes
Fame.
to the basket and lays it in. Another chance here for Miami. Jovic passed up a 3. Jovic out and blocked by Holiday.
we couldn't wait to get on that plane and tip this ball up. We're embracing this moment, and embracing right now is like an understatement. But interestingly, over the last 3 years, the Heat have
this game. Yeah, this should have been the feather in the cap. This should have been 3-0 from being a I don't know what happened in game 2.
Patty Mills hits a 3 and is fouled by Pritchard. Revert back to the norm on some level. They're going to have to find different ways, Miami, to set us up here for game Still just 68 points on the board. We're almost halfway
Yeah,
through the
see,
fourth quarter.
that's how we should be shutting them down
Contested shot.
defensively.
The jumper.
That's also where one of the areas
I don't like
Boston's
any team
overall size really
holding
comes into
that lower
play.
point.
Is
Yeah,
Tatum
beat
able to
anybody.
Brown gets caught in a flurry here. White long three. That doesn't hit anything.
I mean, that's pretty much that. I don't even think we need to get too much more even into that because I got something. Because honestly, I got something a little better. We already know we got a new album that's out. We got a new album. It's on the charts. It's on the iTunes charts. Katrina's son, Millie's fire. But not only that, I want to get into the on the radar freestyle that he dropped. That he just you know, I think he absolutely demolishes per usual. It is what he does. I mean, that's what he does. We know this. We've known this for a while out here in the 617, but everybody else is getting hip to it now, and it's beautiful. And I love watching these reaction videos to people when they hear him for the first time.
Is on the radar radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yes, sir, baby. On the radar radio freestyles. Yo, Millie's back in the building for part 2. I'm going to step out. He going to step in. All right, let's go.
Billboard Blanco.
Yeah, light work. No fetty in these fives. These the right perks. Chrome lenses on my eyes. She a big dot. I still hit it like she mine. Look, trade 5 with the grab in. Sprinkle one of you rappers in it. Who ride with a package in it? 30 on me like half a minute. Never been with no rapping gimmick. I serve shit like a matching tennis. Back to back in the lag is 10 hit it from the back and get back to business. I'm with known killers. I'm a go-getter. Hit sexy red with a leg up while I'm tongue kissing on Glorilla. Feds say I'm with dope dealers. 10 holes in a dope villa. Cocaine that's straight white. That's Instagrams, no filter.
It's bars on top of bars. It's the cadence, it's the delivery, it's the flow, it's the synonyms, it's the antonyms. It's somebody who's perfected their craft. I don't know if you know Robert Greene, 48 Laws of Power. He got another book, Mastery. Talk about mastering the craft. Just the attention to details and everything. It's just you could tell it's somebody who's been, dedicated to the honing his skills in the craft, and he rides the beat amazing and on this, and he just murders it. So let's get back into it. Katrina's son out now. Make sure y'all
You rappers in it, who ride with a package in it. 30 on me like half a minute. Never been with no rapping gimmick. I serve shit like a matching tennis. Back to back in the lag is 10 hit it from the back and get back to business. I'm with known killers. I'm a go-getter. Hit sexy red with a leg up while I'm tongue kissing on Glorilla. Feds say I'm with dope dealers. 10 holes in a dope villa. Cocaine that's straight white. That's Instagrams, no filter. Yeah, CMB and we rap harder. Rap the diss, I won't diss him back. I hit his mom, be a stepfather. Jewelry on me like bamboo.
hit his mom be a stepfather. Son in these
rap harder, rap the diss, I won't diss him back. I hit his mom, be a stepfather. Jewelry on me like pinballer. Cuban on me, whole gang shining. AP with no blood diamonds, but I still be on gang time. Look, if I go tonight, I live the golden life. And if I fall, if I could trap, cause I still know the price. And if it's beef, I ain't gonna tweet or get on no device. I know your type, you know the type. I get him left cause it's only right. I bust slaps in that fed yard before I ever let you suckers play.
Bust slaps in that Fed yard. What's that, Boston? That 038 car.
Vice, I know your type, you know the type. I get him left cause it's only right. I bust slaps in that fed yard before I ever let you suckers play. Ironically, to air you out until you suffocate. Look, if something is stuck this way, I got 50 rounds in this truck today. Look, I ain't giving no fuck today. I said, hold up, look, light work. No fetty in these fives, these the right perks. Chrome lenses on my eyes, she a big dot. I still hit it like she mine. AP wristwatch, ain't gotta put it on the shine, bitch. Strip club in my element, I throw 10,000 in singles. 10 hoes tryna lock in, but them bitches know that I'm single. Real rap in my catalog, I'm not known for no jingle. Bro, fresh out the can, but for them chips, yeah, pop top like Pringles.
Ooh. Hey, chips, pop top Pringles. I mean,
On the shine, bitch. Strip club in my element, I throw 10,000 in singles. 10 hoes tryna lock in, but them bitches know that I'm single. Real rap in my catalog, I'm not known for no jingle. Bro, fresh out the can, but for them chips, yeah, pop top like Pringles. I get
ain't known for no jingles. Ain't known for no jingles. This ain't Charlie Sheen and 2.5 Men writing jingles. This is real. This is life. This is pain. This is passion. This is the craft right here. This is just mastery. And somebody who's he's just like in his pocket right now. He's in the bag. He's cooking, man. He's everything he's doing right now. Everything he's touching is gold, man. Soul Survivor kills this freestyle. Katrina's son. I mean, yes. Let's go.
my element, I throw 10,000 in singles. 10 hoes tryna lock in, but them bitches know that I'm single. Real rap in my catalog, I'm not known for no jingle. Bro, fresh out the can, but for them chips, yeah, pop top like Pringles. I get big love in the trenches, big love in the burbs too. 600 I swerve through, I can get you them birds too. Pussy talking about Merc, who I put his people on curfew. I choke him out till he turn blue. I have it feeling like the purge too. I ain't tryna be rude, bitch. I ain't messing with you, bitch. Aquarius on my shoes, bitch. Gemini, how my moves switch. Yeah, hoes give me my flowers, I want tulips. I said, hoes give me my flowers, I need two. Yeah, Princess Diana in the coupe, this bitch is dead gorgeous.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace to the princess. Dead. Good. I mean, gorgeous. We gotta spell it out. Probably not. Some people you might have to spell it out for them. So we're gonna give it to
Hoes
him
give
again.
me my flowers, I need two. Yeah, Princess Diana in the coupe, this bitch is dead gorgeous. Me and Sober back to back, we racing red Porsches. Count 100,000 blues up in these Air Forces. Count 100,000 blues up in these.
Yeah. So salute to Millies. Make sure y'all tap in Apple Music, YouTube, all of that. Katrina's son. He's charting. That's Billboard Blanco. He was top 25, I believe. He broke last I checked, and and it's well deserved. It's well deserved, and he's just gonna keep going. And it's just amazing to see everything that everybody's doing out here in Massachusetts. I'm talking about the rappers. You know, we got Joyner Lucas going on tour with Millies. We got King Ace the General, Mort Beezy. We got a bunch of guys really, really doing their thing, and they're going beyond mass and getting their talent in front of a bunch of people. And it's great to see. It's great to see. Right now, Massachusetts sports, we got the Bruins up 3-0, third period over Toronto. So after a disappointing bounce, early exit in the playoffs last year, the Bees are doing what we expect them to do. The Celtics are doing the same, I believe, so everything's looking good right now. The Patriots are kind of starting to turn it over. But my man Maddie, we couldn't get him up here today. You know how it is sometimes. Internet technology be a bitch sometimes. It'd be our friend, but then again, it doesn't. But I'm just gonna play a little bit from his video. So let's just get into that real quick. So without further ado, we got this video, his newest video. We're gonna play it from college to prison, part 2. We're just gonna play a little bit of it. I dropped the link. Make sure you guys could check it out in its entirety on his channel. Make sure you subscribe. And we're going to try to get him up here again and talk a little bit more about it.
Townie outlet here. About if you do part 2 from college to prison. And real quick, I want to shout out my brother, still up in Shirley Max. We're out here rooting for you, bro. Real Vita. You guys are inspiration. Also, my man B Luke. I'm gonna be live tonight with him, and I'm gonna be able to, promote my channel on his channel. And let's get to this interview.
Absolutely, and I'm more than honored to be in the position to try to get people who are doing stuff like this and get it in front of more people. Whoever's following me, I'm definitely gonna share you guys stuff for sure. But I just wanted to touch on, free the people that are locked up. I just talked to somebody in Shirley Max today. He's sitting up there with 2 points on some BS. So hopefully he could get up out of there. Free my brother JoJo. He's locked up as well. So I know what it's like to have a brother locked up. My brother been in for 15 years, and he's doing the best he can. But that's not really what this is about right now. So we're gonna just get into this before we let you go. Let's go.
All right, so you stopped after your third incarceration, and you were on probation. You were about to go home without any probation, nothing. You were in front of the judge, and what happened?
Yeah, like we left off. What's up, YouTube world? Johnny Howard here with Maddie Tottenham. So yeah, I went in to get my probation terminated. Like I said, she had me in for final surrender. So what that means is I was supposed to get my probation done and over with. She had me in for the violation for the money order that I was telling you guys about. So they locked me up. I'm in court now. I'm in the bullpen, and my lawyer comes in the back and he says, "What do you want to do?" She's asking for 3 in a day, which is 3 years in one day. He said, "Do you want to fight? He goes, "Do you want to counter plea?" And I'll ask for like a 1 to 2, or do you want to fight the violation? I said, "No. What's the violation? Let's fight it." And she had me in for 3 violations. One was the money, one was something to do with meetings, one was something to do with the GPS ankle monitor. I was like, "No, let's go through with the hearing." So we went through with the hearing, and long story short, went in front of the judge. I beat the ankle monitor thing because it was frivolous. Then I beat the 90 meetings in 90 days. I actually went to them. So the judge found out that I did that. And,
do you have any evidence to back that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was like a 3-hour hearing, which was crazy for a final surrender hearing. So yeah, that's how I beat 2 out of the 3 violations. So mind you, I was supposed to go. I had reservations for dinner that night, and I just had my newborn daughter, and I was doing great. Like I said, had a year clean. So I think I'm leaving the courthouse, and now I'm pleading out to prison time. Yeah. So the judge said, I went through with the hearing. Like I said, I beat 2 out of the 3, and the judge said, if you owe the money, you owe the money, you owe the money. Even though I had that money order, he says I can't do anything. He goes, "I'm going to do you a favor, Mr. Howard. I'm going to give you a year in the house of correction." Oh, I said, "Oh, thank you, thank you, sir." Yep. So that was that.
Did he give you a congratulations for finishing your probation?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, right. So then I went to the house of correction, and then from there, I wasn't planning on going in, so I didn't come ready.
Did you end up doing your whole bit?
So I got a year in the house of correction right from there. Yep. So I got sentenced, and now like I said, I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared. So you guys know what I mean by that. So I was on MAT. I was on Suboxone at the time. I go in. I'm sick. I'm in Norfolk House of Correction in Dedham County Jail. So I there's some guys making moves. So I started making moves. I started
getting high yourself.
Yeah. I started making moves with the Suboxone, and had my kid's mother lugging for me, which was a shitbag move. And the third or fourth time we had a visit, she wasn't supposed to bring anything. She ended up bringing something, thinking she was doing the right thing. She brought me a package when she had a baby with her, and she got caught coming into the visiting room. And yeah.
Did she get charges? Criminal charges?
Yep. She got charged. We lost my daughter. I got shipped out to South Bay, Suffolk County. The next day, I got charged for that. I got indicted. So as I'm doing the year that I got sentenced to for the probation, I'm doing the year. As I doing the year, I picked up the Suboxone case. I get shipped to South Bay. I get arraigned on the Suboxone case in Dedham. I get indicted a couple months later in Superior Court. And when I wrapped up my year, I posted bail for $15,000.
tuning in, y'all. Have a blessed night. Let's go Celtics. Thanks again, Matt. Thanks again, Joe. Charlestown in the house.